Today is the last day to register to vote in the March election. 1 month from today, March 6th, is the presidential preference primary here in Campbell County. Whether you traditionally vote a Democrat, Republican, or Independent, you'll want to take part because there is a sales tax referendum on the ballot. You are asked to cast a yes vote to increase the local portion of the state sales tax 0.5%, or a no vote against it. If the sales tax increase passes, all of that 0.5-cent tax goes to the county's road department to pave and repair roads. Early voting begins Wednesday, February 15th. Tuesday marks another step in the aftermath of the scuffle at the Campbell County High School Hall's basketball game played on January 13th at Campbell County High. David Austin Thomas is scheduled to appear before Judge Joe Ayers in the morning. The 27-year-old Knoxville man is charged with disorderly conduct following a scuffle with police as fans were filing out after the game. Police reports are that Thomas became belligerent toward school officials and security officers when he and other fans were directed to a particular exit. Campbell High School resource officer Gary Jeffers wrestled Thomas to the floor of John Brown Gym. Thomas remains free on a $500 bond. Did your team win the Super Bowl last night? The New York Giants came from behind in the closing moments to defeat New England. Your favorite jeans feeling a little snug today? After all, Super Bowl Sunday is the second biggest day for food consumption in the United States, only after Thanksgiving, that is. However, how about this stat? David Graham not only predicted the final score, he also predicted the winner, all in a roundabout way. The results of David Graham's annual Super Bowl Sunday featured 21 picks for the Giants to win the Super Bowl, while 17 favored the Patriots. New York wins 21-17 over New England. How's that, huh? You're invited to attend the community prayer service, which will be held tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the old West La Follette School. Angelico plays a makeup basketball game tonight. The Blue Devils host Barberville at Lindsay Gym. The game was snowed out back on January 12th. We'll send you the broadcast beginning at 7:30 over 1450 WLAF radio and 1450WLAF.com. And that's our news for today. Stay tuned next for the press release from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department. Now, here's the report from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department for this weekend. There are 34 names on our report today. Carol Ann Appleby, 56, of Walpole Lane in Oak Ridge, for public intoxication. 64-year-old Jerry Earl Bolton of Wildwood Circle La Follette on a capious bench warrant and failure to appear. Amy Jo Brown, 39, of Indian Trail Lane in Clarefield, for possession of a Schedule II meth. Nathaniel Brown, Jr. of Oak Ridge, public intoxication, and he was held for another agency. 32-year-old Melissa Lynn Chitwood of West 4th Street, La Follette, for DUI. Edgar Cruz, 26, of Jacksboro, for DUI, no driver's license, violation of the Tennessee financial law, the seatbelt law, the litter law, and the open container law. 48-year-old William Robert Dangerfield of East Chestnut Street, La Follette, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. Blake Aaron Douglas, 23, of Key Lane and Pioneer, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. 40-year-old Mark E. Farmer of Wallace Lane, La Follette, for driving on revoked or suspended license, the second offense. James Stephen Fleming, 33, of South 27th Street, La Follette, for violation of probation. 30-year-old Christy Lynn Fontaine of East Beach Street, La Follette, for probation revocation warrant. Ricky Neal Forster, 28, of Southbrook Drive in Knoxville, for public intoxication, felony evading arrest, and theft of property between $1,000 and $9,999, vandalism, criminal trespassing, and violation of the seatbelt law. Jesse Clifford Lane, 45, of Indian Creek Road in Jacksboro, for violation of community corrections. Josh Randall Lane, 22, of Island Ford Road in Lake City, for public intoxication. 43-year-old Marshall David Lawson of Patty Hill Road, Caravel, for domestic assault. Jonathan Matthew Lamar, 19, of North 15th Street, La Follette, for domestic assault. 53-year-old Judy Lynn Lamar of West Walden Street, La Follette, for public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Roy David Lau, 35, of Jamestown, for possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, possession of a Schedule IV controlled substance, on a hold for another agency, and an attachment for child support. Guy Dwayne Love, 54, of Cedar Lane in Lake City, was picked up and held for another agency. 50-year-old Deanna Marie Massengale of Quail Run Lane in La Follette, for domestic violence by assault. Tiffany Nicole McGill, 22, of Southbrook Drive in Knoxville, for theft of property between $1,000 and $9,999, felony evading arrest, reckless endangerment, violation of the open container law, vandalism over $1,000, violation of the seatbelt law, violation of the registration law, failure to yield to emergency vehicle, resisting arrest, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Jana Renee McNeely, 49, of West Chestnut Street, La Follette, for DUI. 27-year-old Derek Cecil Morgan of Clinton, for DUI. Lowell Murray, age 40, of Pleasant Ridge Road, La Follette, for public intoxication. 27-year-old Elena Jeanette Orris of Dogwood Lane, La Follette, on a revoked bond, a capious bench warrant, and violation of probation. Stanley Deolato, 43, of Arms Circle in Clinton, on a hold for another agency. 36-year-old Tammy Lynn Pennington of North 13th Street, La Follette, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. Christopher Ryan Phillips, 22, of West Walden Street, La Follette, for criminal trespassing, possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. 37-year-old Jackie E. Pruitt of South Myrtle Avenue in Jellicoe, for violation of the light law and driving while revoked. 33-year-old Rebecca L. Ridner of South Highway 25W, La Follette, for possession of drug paraphernalia and violation of probation. 26-year-old Thomas Maynard Robertson of Oxford Lane, La Follette, for domestic violence by assault. Marjorie Terry Rutherford, age 50, of East Ash Street, La Follette, for driving while revoked and DUI. 37-year-old Clifton Howard Sexton of Trestle Hollow Lane in Lake City, on an attachment for child support. 33-year-old Misty Dawn Tackett of West Walden Street, La Follette, for driving while suspended and violation of the registration law. Angela Pearl Watson, age 40, of Jamestown, for possession of a Schedule IV controlled substance and possession of drug paraphernalia. And that's a look at our news for this Monday. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you have a great week and hope you'll be back with us here again tomorrow.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true. Happy, happy birthday.
This is your birthday song.
Celebration all night long.
May all you
Good Monday evening, everybody. It's a new week, so that means we got more birthdays and anniversaries for you. Brought to you by Eastside Pizza and Deli and WLAF. See who's celebrating a couple of belated birthdays. Back on Saturday, Macy Caldwell celebrated a birthday, as well as Toby Morris. Toby turned 43. Rex Hale, 46, back on Saturday. Colton Evans, 7 years old. Penny Goins and Patsy Fentress. Steve Green, Ruth Underwood, and Donna Orick all celebrated a birthday back on Saturday. For Sunday, Dalton Sweat turned 10 years old. Ashley Reynolds, 15. David Mitten, 40 years old. Kenneth Chadwell celebrated a birthday, as well as Frank McCarty back on Sunday. And for today, Trent Carroll, 13 years old. Actually, he had a belated birthday back on Friday. Misty Evans, 39. Hazel Phillips, 80 years old today. Sheila Goins and Tabitha Shelton. Tabitha is 33 today. Megan Brumette, 16 years old. And Christian Davis, also 16 years old. Happy birthday to all of you. Hope you're having a good evening this evening. Hope you had a good birthday today. Have no anniversaries at all this week. So if your birthday or anniversary are sometime this upcoming week, be sure to get your information in here to the station, 566-1450, 562-1450. or 562-3557. You can email your information here to WLAF@bellsouth.net, or you can even fax it in if you want to do it that way, 562-5764. That does it for our birthdays for this Monday. Hope you all have a good evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Stay tuned. Your news continues.